Over September 15, Russian bombardments killed 5 and wounded 6 citizens in Donetsk region, said Pavlo Kyrylenko, the head of the Donetsk Regional Military Administration. People were killed in Selidove, Krasnohorivka, Marinka, Soledar and Bakhmut. Since the all-out Russian invasion began, hostilities in Donetsk region killed 851 and wounded 2,124 people. Mr. Kyrylenko told that on the night of September 16, Russian military shelled settlements in Donetsk region. At night, they struck Selidove with S-300 missiles and Smerch rocket launchers. We know about 1 killed and 5 injured. The strikes damaged 32 5-story buildings, a school, gymnasium and kindergarten, he reported. Marinka, Krasnohorivka, Novomykhailivka, Georgievka, Avdiivka, Toretsk and Soledarska Hromadas also came under fire. The shellings destroyed and damaged residential houses. It is estimated that there are no casualties among the civilians. At around 3:30 a.m. on September 16, there were 2 explosions in Kharkiv. Oleg Sinehubov, the head of the Kharkiv Regional Military Administration, reported that the Russians had struck Slobitsky and Kievsky districts of the city. One of the shells hit the ground next to a 2-story residential building and damaged some utility networks. A car caught fire. 2 adults and 2 children, aged 5 and 17, suffered light fragment injuries. They needed no hospitalization, the report says. According to Kharkiv Mayor Igor Terehov, 2 people were injured by pieces of window panes. The strike partially destroyed 5 garages in Slobitsky district, broke out windows in the nearby houses and damaged the roofs, said the regional emergency services. Hot fragments of the missile set a car on fire, which was standing in the yard. It was totally ruined, the emergency service said. In Kievsky district, the Russian missile hit a 1-story building. The regional administration says as at 6:48 a.m., there was no information about any victims. According to the Kharkiv Regional Prosecutor's Office, Russia carried out the strikes on Kharkiv from the territory of Belgorod region. The law enforcement officers found fragments of an S-300 missile. At around 3:30 a.m. on September 16, Russia carried out 2 missile strikes on Zolochiv, Kharkiv region. The missiles hit the grounds of a local lyceum, Viktor Kovalenko, the head of Zolochivska Hromada, told Suspilne. As he said, the building's facade, windows, doors, roof, gym and football pitch inflicted severe damage. 5 detached houses were damaged and also the water pipeline, electricity and gas networks, Mr. Kovalenko noted. Fortunately, this strike caused no casualties. Valentin Reznichenko, the head of Dnipropetrovsk Regional Military Administration, announced that a 57-year-old woman was wounded by Russian troops on the night of September 16 because of the shelling of Nikopol, Dnipropetrovsk region. In total, there were 6 shellings in Nikopolsky and Krivorisky districts of Dnipropetrovsk region that night. The Russian army hit 4 Hromadas with BM-21 and heavy artillery. In the center of Nikopol, 11 high-rise and private buildings, a lyceum, a kindergarten, a social service center, several enterprises, gas pipes and power lines were damaged. The shelling caused 4 fires, which have already been extinguished. 3 high-rise buildings and a store were mutilated in Chervono-Grigorivka Hromada. People are unharmed. This includes a bracelet and a ring. 12-year-old Emilia from Kharkiv region has been making jewelry for a year. After the February invasion, she began to help the military. I saw yellow and blue colors and I had an idea. So that it all ended sooner, I decided to send everything to the army. Sometimes, when there are a lot of orders, my mother and I work late making these bracelets. This order is sent to America and then we will send the funds to the armed forces. I get tired, but I do it with love, because I know that this is my favorite activity. Emilia's house is in Ruskitishki in the northern suburbs of Kharkiv. The family left there at the beginning of February, and in 3 weeks the Russians occupied this part of the region and entered the house, says the mother of the schoolgirl Medina. This territory was under occupation for about 80 days. It's a gray area right now, but we know 100% that the house is broken. This territory is near the border with the aggressor country. We lost our whole life there. We only have a cat and a dog. Medina herself was born in Russia but moved to Ukraine as a child. Since 2014, the woman has been volunteering. She sews Ukrainian flags, sends children's postcards to defenders at the front, and helps in hospitals. From a young age, her daughter Emilia was also involved in this. I want her to clearly distinguish white from black and to know what happened to Ukraine. We added money for thermal imagers, charging stations, for arranging positions because it will be very difficult in winter. We really wanted to help them, specifically them, because thanks to them we will have a future. According to Medina, Emilia has already transferred 47,000 hryvnias for the needs of the army. The girl will continue to collect money.